I can't smile properly because I want to go play basketball, and there's like a little line up here from right here all the way down there because I got punched in the face. But hi guys. Yeah, look, no dilly-dallying. I'm gonna start off by saying Ghost of Yotei is great. It is amazing. Now I want to talk about two things. I know for a fact it's specifically Twitter. I know for a fact that it is specifically Twitter. They just grift. They are just professional grifters. And if anything, me directly talking about it is actively just feeding in to that type of energy and just making people want to just keep, like those attention seeking niggas that just kind of like, they just say shit to make you mad, or just this completely illogical, like completely just out of rationality. That is them niggas, right? So I want to take that one part of it and then the actual game itself, because those are two things that I specifically want to talk about. Because while I do think the game is amazing, right, devoid of all the other fucking issues that is not even completely relevant at all. Not that like, I know I just said it earlier, but I'm dilly-dallying too much. I want to talk about a video while I was doing some research. There was a lot more of this video that I just scrapped because this video would have been way too long. I'm not trying to have this video pushed to 30 minutes. I want it to at least be like 10 or something, right? There is this video, right? The thumbnail should tell you everything you need to know about this creator. I'm not going to put their name in or nothing. I'm not going to say because I don't want you to harass them. I don't have pull like that, let alone would I even want that. I wouldn't want anybody to be harassed for just sharing their opinions, even if I think their opinions are garbage, right? But yeah, this video is kind of bad.
Have tried so hard to convince gamers that Ghost of Yotei isn't woke, but it seems like Sucker Punch just couldn't help themselves. They came up with an ending to Ghost of Yotei that is so on the nose woke that I dare you to try not to laugh out loud when you hear it.
You don't say. Oh my gosh, I gotta put my knee up for this one. I'm ready for an absolute knee slapper. I am so ready to just die of laughter. Like, come on, I have to take everything he says at face value, right?
A second here, but keep in mind the context that this is the actress who plays the main character in the game. She is openly queer and makes that the majority of her personality.
See, I'm gonna put my knee down. I'm gonna sit right back down as I wait for this knee slapper of a joke here, which he clearly has forgotten to tell us. But are you sure I don't think that's her entire personality. Like, you're just like, this is brain rot. This is really brain rot. Because based on the clip that I'm about to show you right now, that doesn't seem like that's the only thing to her. Even if it was, why is that a problem? Why is that a problem? Right? People are free to express however they like, right? And what it seems to me when I went to her page, right, because I was curious, I never seen this woman before besides for Ghost of Yotei, it seems like she's a lovely person. Sure, I might not agree with all of her political ideals, sure, but beyond that, it seems like she's an amazing cosplayer, a great voice actress, and I don't know, maybe if I met her in real life, maybe she's really cool. You know what I mean? But based on what I'm seeing, that's not only, like, are you sure that's only thing, like, unique? Are you sure that's the only thing about her? Or is that the only thing you see? The moment you hear trans or queer or anything under the LGBTQ flag, right? Anything under that umbrella, you just deafen out everything else and you think, oh, it's the only thing about them. Right? So is that them or is that you?
And also keep in mind that the other day, IGN was ragging on Sony for telling the same story over and over, and it looks like they were right, because as you can see from the video that I have playing here, it looks like Ghost of Yotei is recycling the ending of The Last of Us 2, with Atsu's story ending with her raising a kid together with another lesbian.
Yeah, jump scare with that last part of that video. That was the gut buster. That was the one that was supposed to get me. And quite literally, I did not find that funny at all. I would consider myself a gamer, right? And I didn't find that funny at all. So let's just start with the very beginning, right? First and foremost, when has IGN ever been a reliable source of information? They are known to just have genuinely just terrible reviews, and the people that play the games aren't good at the games, like at all. Like they are they not known for that, right? I don't think that they're the most credible source of things, right? But even when it just comes to IGN's opinion, okay, that's whatever, because it's an opinion, right? I can't fact check your opinion unless it's a really dumb opinion like this one. And another thing, that's just not true. Like, can we just stop? Right? Like that's literally pure manipulation at its finest. He's trying to tell you, right? However this person, pronunciate themselves. I think I said that right, but I'm just gonna say he for the safe purposes right now, right? He's blatantly just trying to manipulate you. That's it. That's not true. As a guy that's played the game, spoilers, that person, right, unalives it, or is part of the group that unalives your parents, right? But they're the reason why you're even alive, right? Because they let you free. And then they become reformed, like villain turn side character, right? Villain turn hero. That is basically that character, right? And her name's Oyoku. That's the one that you see that isn't our main character, right? And the little girl, that's not your child. I mean, obviously, I get what they're trying to say, like an adopted thing, or by proxy, you take care of this child now that the original parent is gone or deceased, right? That's simply not true. Your character does not show any sign of affection besides for just straight platonic for that character, Oyoku, right? The adult, not the child. The child is actually your niece. That's who the child is. And the father, I'm not going to get, you can probably, make an assumption about what happens to him, right? I'm not going to do too many spoilers, right? But they are not together. It takes a quick Google search to just show you that these characters are not together. So that's just a blatant lie. He just blatantly lied in your face. And he says, as this clip shows you that these characters are in a lesbian relationship. No, they're not. When did that clip even show you that? Right? This is blatant manipulation to try to like people that haven't played the game, or that just simply won't play the game because it's a woman protagonist, right? They're gonna see this and be like, oh yeah, this is another great reason of my many great reasons why I'm not playing this game. No, that's just not true. He's blatantly lying to you. Now this next clip I'm about to show you, before I show you it, I want to just say, like, I'm not gonna talk about everything he's gonna say, because then this video would be like 30 something minutes long, right? But there's just so much like dumb shit, to be frank. Like, here, look at this clip I'm about to show you. He just makes an absolute enemy out of nothing.
Free Barbie out there, but putting this character on a pedestal alongside the likes of Bayonetta or Lara Croft without even mentioning Eve from Stellar Blade is astonishing. And the most likely case scenario is that this person probably didn't even like Stellar Blade and didn't like Eve. They'd probably say that that character was for gooners or something.
Nigga, that's what it feels like listening to this shit, man. Just nothing. So the reason why he even gets to this, right, is because he showed a clip, not clip, but it was a picture of the Ghost of Tsushima Reddit page, right? And it was saying how this guy, right, whoever posted it, was saying he finds Atsu, he or she, or whatever they may be, they find Atsu attractive because of their sarcastic demeanor and a bunch of other things, sure. It was saying like Jin is sarcastic sometimes, but they find that when Atsu's sarcastic, it's very hot, and respect, absolute respect, brother, sister, or whatever you identify as. I 100% respect that. I have a girlfriend that bullies me all the time. Little does she know, I love that shit. But besides for that, we're making an enemy of nothing. That's all the guy said. That's all this person said. That's all they said. And this person, right, is just filling in the blanks. They're filling, like, you can do that at times, but when you're filling, if you're filling in the blanks is more than like 40 to 50%, then at that point you're just making a complete, like, you're making something out of nothing. Never did this person say anything about Stellar Blade. This person never said anything about Eve. They never said it was a Gunnar character. They never said that this character sucked. They just compared it to Bayonetta and Lara Croft. How they like all three of them. They like Atsu, Bayonetta, Lara Croft. What do you mean putting on my pedestal? It was that person's opinion. They just find Atsu attractive. And that's not even like, okay, that's cool. That's what you got out of that. You got this person finding Atsu attractive to, they don't like Stellar Blade, they don't like Eve, they think the game sucks, and it's a Gunnar game.
And he makes a pretty good point.
There is no audience benefit to having an ugly female protagonist. I'm sorry. There's not. Nobody wants it. Nobody advocates for it. And if you think that's not true, go ahead and next time you see one of the girls that are talking about how good these characters look, give them a compliment and tell them that they look like this character. You'll see them switch up real quick. You'll get blocked.
Ugh. Just insecurity oozing from another weirdo. You know what I mean? That one is like, okay, right? Even though the creator I'm talking about right now is vastly bigger than me, right? And Asmongold, as you already know, you don't even need to know the guy's name to know how huge he is, right? I don't even have to tell you what his tag and his name is, but you probably know who this person is. You've probably seen them, right? They're absolutely massive, but their opinion is trash. Hey, how about this? Ask him when's the last time he's taken a shower. He probably doesn't know. This is the same guy that drank water and spit it out and washed. He had to have a chaser for water.
It's better.
Because he tasted his mouth. Water doesn't have a taste. He said water tasted nasty. I have water right here. This shit tastes like nothing. It tastes like water, man. It tastes like water. But he tasted his mouth and thought it was disgusting. This is the same guy we're talking about. Hey, buddy, maybe women block you, right? For one, women, right? We're past saying female. We're past that, right? And for all the people that be like, why? Women use the word male. I mean, if you don't have a problem with it, that's fine, right? But a lot of women in my life don't like the word female, and you know what? That's okay, because changing a single word out of my vocabulary doesn't affect my day-to-day life. So if you don't want me to say the word female, that's fine. That's fine. That doesn't, like, okay, I respect that. So I just won't say the word female around you, or just in general, right? That's okay. That's it. That's just where it ends, right? If I don't like the word male, I can promise you my girlfriend would stop using the word male. I can promise you my cousin would stop using the word male. They wouldn't care. It doesn't affect their day-to-day life, right? Oh, and just another thing. What a stupid fucking point. What a stupid point. Like, if you play a video game, right? And your sole determination whether to pick the game up or not is because of your character's overall attractiveness, hey buddy, you need to go outside. You need to take a good look in the mirror, smell yourself, try not to see, and go outside. If that is your main deterrent from a game, is your character's overall attractiveness, you are the problem, not the game. That you are the problem. Just in case you're not listening, you are the problem. not the game.
To own the chuds on this subject. But this post here has just surfaced from that now ex-Sucker Punch developer who was fired right before the game launched. This person said,
"As it turns out, my joke didn't make the game do any worse. My firing didn't make the game do any better. So really, the only thing that the harassment campaign succeeded in was sucking all the joy out of my life. So I guess that's a W."
I don't know. I mean, I kind of just interjecting this part because you know the guy that like did this dissection on like a gummy rat. Hello guys, it's me. You know that guy. He kind of sounds like that. I don't know. That's not really just me trying to make fun of him, but that's like a real throwback. I don't know. I'm just continue with the video.
and you know what? Yes, getting this person fired and sucking all the joy out of her life was definitely a W. After all, this is the shit right here that this person posted on Blue Sky right after Charlie Kirk was killed, joking about hoping that the killer's name was Mario so that Luigi knows his bro got his back.
Oh, so now it's making sense. Now I see why you are the way you are. Because you're a direct supporter of Mr. Kirk, which I do not support anything that happened to him. I do not support, just me to make this very abundantly clear, I don't support any type of, in GTA, in Roblox, roleplay, in the hood simulator, I don't support any type of assassination of any kind, the way he went out, even though they might be harmful, but his harmful opinions shouldn't have just got him, you know, unalived. I don't think that that was right at all. And I hope his family the best. But are we talking about the same guy? Yeah, but like, okay, sorry. But yeah, keep it in mind. We're talking about the same guy that laughed when George Floyd had passed. That's the same guy. When he did it, it was cool. When this person does it, by the way, still wrong on both parts. Whether it's funny, it's not funny, still wrong. But you can't show favoritism. You can't just say when Mr. Kirk does it, like you turn a blind eye. Because the person you're comparing, right? This person who got fired, right, for making a joke about Charlie Kirk's assassination in Roblox, right? To a guy who's actively also made fun of another person passing. Also, known homophobe, transphobe, anything that isn't exactly a cis straight white man phobe. That guy, also known racist. I can tell why you are the way you are, because you know you think just like him. See, that's what I was thinking about. You know, I was like wondering why you sound so familiar. But yeah, that's gonna be like the very last thing I talk about in regards to this YouTuber. You know, I hope he's having a good day, I guess. And he's probably playing New Game Plus Ghost of Yotei. Probably waiting for Ghost of Yotei Legends. Just like me. Absolutely love Ghost of Tsushima Legends. Not waiting for Ghost of Yotei Legends. Can't wait for that to drop. And yeah, that YouTube video sucked. That absolutely sucked. Bye guys. Ow, my lip.